Back on the record, 19 CR 586 A and B, State of Ohio versus Daniel Groves, State of Ohio versus Jessica Groves. We're in the courtroom, have the presence of the jury. Does the state tend to call any other evidence or offer any more evidence in this matter in their case in chief?
No, Your Honor.
State rest at this time. Let's talk about exhibits before we talk about that. I have 79 exhibits marked and identified in this matter. Does the defense want to go through these one at a time or do them in groups?
I don't have any objections to them.
Groups are fine.
Groups are fine.
Let me ask, of the 79 exhibits, which of these are the state offer? You're offering all 79?
We would move to admit them all.
All right. State's Exhibit 1, maternity records. Any objection from either defendant?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
State's Exhibit 1 will be admitted. Exhibits 2 and 3 are drug screens from SOMC. I believe those were records taken from Exhibit 1 and pulled out for convenience.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Any objection to State's Exhibits 2 and 3?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit 4, SOMC records of Dylan Groves.
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit 4 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 5 and 6, SOMC records of Dylan Groves drug screen, and 6, SOMC record of cord drug screen. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
5 and 6 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 7, SOMC cord screen from an outside lab.
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
No objection. 7 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 8, Help Me Grow records for Dylan Groves. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
State's Exhibit 8 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 9, and 9 is a safety plan. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
If I have one of these labeled wrong, please counsel or the court reporter make sure you speak up and correct me.
Will do.
Next, 5 records I have are Exhibits 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15, which are all records from the Scioto County Juvenile Court as to Children's Services custody. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection. State's Exhibits 10 through 15 will be admitted. Now, we've had some discussion here at the bench on and off concerning State's Exhibit 16, with the exception of the possible redaction. Is there any other objection to the Scioto County Children's Services Board records?
No, Your Honor.
Noting the potential to redact that item, we would not object at this time, Your Honor.
We will address that tomorrow. I will ask that counsel go through those records if you haven't already and make sure those are flagged so we can easily redact those tomorrow if you need to do that. Those will be conditionally admitted subject to possible redaction. Next is the CV of Dr. Adams.
No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibit 17, the CV will be admitted. State's Exhibit 18 is newborn identification form. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
Will be admitted. Next, State's Exhibit 19, Valley View records. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
Be admitted. 20, CV of Dr. Hudson, and 21, Christ Care records.
No objection.
No objection.
20 and 21 will be admitted. Number 22 and 23, State's Exhibits, photographs of Dylan Groves.
No objection.
No objection.
No objection, they will be admitted. State's Exhibit 24 is the diagram of the trailer on Mount Hope Road.
No objection.
I thought that was going to be for demonstrative purposes only. Are you moving
I didn't say that when I admitted it.
No,
yeah, I
you
moved
did
to
it,
admit
but
it.
we talked about that later. But you want to admit it?
Yeah, we moved to admit them all.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. Thank you.
No objection.
There being no objection, it will be admitted. 25, aerial photograph of the, first aerial photograph of the Groves, location of the, I believe it was the Groves home on Mount Hope Road. State's Exhibit 20, wasn't a photograph, it was an aerial view.
It was like a Google
Earth.
map view or something.
Any objection?
No objection.
Be admitted. We have State's Exhibits 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, which are photographs of the well in the field and different views and distances and stages of being pumped. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibits 26 through 30 will be admitted. Next is State's Exhibit 31 through 35, which would be photographs of the hose in the well, the hook in the side of a crate, and the crate as it laid in the grass. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
21 through 35 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 36 is an autopsy report of Dylan Groves. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibit 36 will be admitted. Next we have and we can go through these individually if defense needs to, but I've got State's Exhibits 37 through 60, which are photographs, various photographs taken by the Montgomery County Coroner's Office, the medical examiner.
But I think the photos from the autopsy actually go up to 71.
They do. They're on the next page.
73, I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
37 through 73, which would include the photos of the x-rays taken.
That is correct, Your Honor. No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibits 37 through 73 will be admitted.
Yeah.
State's Exhibit 74, which is physical evidence, which is the crate that was identified, I think, by Dr. Brown and Detective Conkle. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibit 74 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 75 is a video interview. I believe there were redactions as it was played in the courtroom, as redacted as played in the courtroom. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, and I guess would it be with the understanding if the jury asked to hear that played at a later time, it would be played in the same fashion for them?
It would have to be played in the same fashion,
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
either by the
Then no
bailiff or in the
objection.
courtroom.
So that exhibit will remain with the court reporter.
That exhibit will also remain with the court reporter.
With the jury.
Yes. State's Exhibit 76, an aerial map of the area of the church camp, the well, and the Groves residence. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
Will be admitted. State's Exhibit 77, which was a copy of an LPN license. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibit 77 will be admitted. State's Exhibit 78 were jail phone calls. We had some discussion either in chambers or at the bench. I believe that disc that was used here in the courtroom contained multiple calls, but there was one call actually visit. It wasn't a call, but it was a visit, which is sounds like they're recorded phone calls. I understand the state was willing to make a second disc to.
It actually is a disc that contains both jail phone calls and jail visitations. That disc actually has both defendant calls and visits on there. The jump drive that I used had them separated out, so we can just download the one that we use to a disc by itself so that the jury can take it back with them and we won't have to monitor that use.
I would ask the state to do that tonight, show it to defense counsel. Any objection with the modification and admission of the one jail phone call or one visit?
No objection.
No objection with the agreement that it would either be isolated on a single item, yes.
It will be admitted with the one call only on the disc. Ms. Hutchinson and Ms. Radiball, if you'll make sure you get that done tomorrow, so I don't forget about it. Next is State's Exhibit 79, which is a photograph of a calendar. Any objection?
No objection.
No objection.
State's Exhibit 79 will be admitted. Mr. Tiemann, Ms. Hutchinson, what have I missed on the state's exhibits?
I believe that we've covered all the state's exhibits, Your Honor.
Now, we have had 8 exhibits marked by the defendant, Jessica Groves. I have in my notes that one of those was identified, I believe it was by Ms. Kraft, but she was unable to identify the rest of those.
Correct, Your Honor.
Do you want to address those exhibits now, or do you want to wait until the presentation of your case?
We can address them now, Your Honor. I would ask that they're just one second. Your Honor, we're going to wait until the end of our case.
Okay. We'll address that before Ms. Groves rests her case. We'll address that. And Ms. Scott, I don't believe we've marked any for you yet.
That's correct at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
State intending to call no other witnesses, offer any other evidence, their exhibits having been admitted. Mr. Tiemann?
Your Honor, at this time, the state of Ohio rests.
State of Ohio has rested their case in the State of Ohio versus Daniel Groves, the State of Ohio versus Jessica Groves as to their case in chief. Do we have any motions from the defense?
No motion, Your Honor.
No motions at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. This time, it's about a little after 5. We're going to take our evening recess. Would ask that counsel be here a little bit before 8, or at least no later than 8. I am going to, would like to have a discussion with your clients and some idea of what their intentions are for the defense presentation of evidence. Have the two of you decided who's going to present their case first?
I will, Your Honor.
So Defendant Jessica Groves will present her case first. Then I'll allow Defendant Daniel Groves to present any witnesses or evidence that he wishes, and then certainly rebuttal evidence if the state wishes. Anything else this evening?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You'll both have some discussions with your clients before tomorrow morning?
We will, Your Honor.
We will.
Very well. Court is recessed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.